Hey, good evening. It is March 5th, 2025. I have a few topics I want to discuss here. Actually, it's just the one topic, which was Trump's address to the Congress yesterday, or his speech, which was overall good, in my opinion. But I'm going to share just a few points on here in the full. You can watch the full Trump speech. You can just Google it and you'll find it. But I'm going to share with you some parts, just a couple, or like four, that I want to share right now, and then hopefully you'll watch the whole thing. Okay. I'll warn you, the Democrats were horrible, which I will discuss after this. So let's start with what he says here. That was kind of funny.
And money is being paid to many of them. And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid, and nobody does. And it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old. We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
Okay, so that was pretty funny. While the Democrats are acting like children and not behaving as Congress people should in their own house. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I'm going to share, the next part I'm going to share is, let's see, let's get to it. Let's see. All right, we'll start it here.
Their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA.
Okay, well, that was amazing. I hadn't heard that before. You already know about Apple, right? Apple's like 500 billion invested here, which it should have. It started in America, obviously. Then it went to China for cheap labor. But now it's coming back and it's investing $500 billion in the U.S., which will be great for jobs, for the economy, as well as this Taiwan business. Those are important products we need. The next thing is... Okay, let's try this.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago. Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Makes me want to cry. It's so moving. DJ, 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 DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Well, that was so touching. I cried 3 times through this speech with all the different moving parts, and I laughed at a few parts and was disgusted at the Democrats. But in any case, I'm going to show you one last part. I'm going to move myself over here so I'm out of the way. Okay. Oops. Try this again. There we go. Put me up here. All right. Let's see. The next part is...
Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight. To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. Two others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of two great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their two beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, that was a moving part, and I try not to cry because I cried through this. Anyway, this is remarkable that he met Mark's mother in Butler, Pennsylvania, on the day where he was speaking, on the day when he nearly died by an assassination attempt on his life. President Trump. And still, during all of the trauma of that time, the fear, the trauma, the anxiety, the nightmares I'm sure he had, and probably took a while to get over, he still remembered what Mark's mother had asked him to try to do. And he remembered. He didn't have to remember. He was recovering from a terrible trauma. Yet he still remembered. This is a testament to President Trump, Donald Trump's character. Okay, that is important. And that's why I wanted to show you that part. Most of his speech we already know. You know, we already knew about the tariffs. We already knew about the border. We already knew about no men and women's sports. We already knew about the two sexes. We already knew about all of that stuff. So I just shared with you a couple things that I found funny or interesting or moving. Go ahead and watch that whole speech if you haven't. I thought it was a good speech. Very inspirational, very hopeful, funny, and touching all at once, which is always the best type of speech, is when you can get, when that speech, person doing the speech can make you cry and laugh. That's the best. And that you can keep interested in. 76% of the people who watched the speech had a favorable view of it, a positive view of Trump's speech and Trump. And about 51% were Republicans, 20-some% independent, and then I was like 27% or something for independent, and then like 23% or 25% Democrat. But still, 76% approved of it. You know, they found it a positive speech. I've heard some people saying that it was hopeful, and that's what we're missing is hope, as far as some people, you know, when you're looking at things that have been going on in the past 4 years. That's great. You know, that was great. And I would just say that the Democrats behaved very childishly. It was childish behavior. It was disrespectful. I was actually really shocked that I think there's only one Democrat. I think it was Representative Laura, start with the G, her last name, but I'd never heard of her. She stood up for DJ, the little boy. That really touches home because my son is a brain tumor survivor himself, so I really was moved by that. And yes, every presidential speeches, State of the Union type of speech, they always have people that they bring in that, tug at your heartstrings. But it still was moving. And all I expected from the Democrats, the least, to be polite, which would have been, they don't agree with his policies, and they just sit, you don't clap, you don't stand. I expected that they would at least clap to show their appreciation and support for these grieving families, for DJ, for all of those people there. Yet, we didn't see that. We saw them holding stupid paddles that were like you would use in an auction. They always associate President Trump with lies. In reality, a lot of what he has said in the past and now, with regard to things that has happened to him, has been the truth. Now, he can stretch things, exaggerate things, and hyperbole, and, he speaks like that. But he doesn't seem to be a type that just lies on purpose. Okay, it's usually he just doesn't have the right information, or he exaggerates, or he just plain tells the truth. People start looking up things and like, oh wait, he was right. So he's not lying all the time. But you saw that, Musk steals and all this and really despicable stuff. This is the House of Congress. This room, the Congress people should have acted like adults, should have acted like professionals as Congress people. This has never happened before in any State of the Union or any address to the joint address to the Congress. Never. And I just found it disgraceful. I used to be leaning towards the left, and I had some respect for some of the Democrat Congress people, a few, not a lot. It's the same with the Republicans. I only know a handful that probably are worth anything, just the MAGA ones now. And I guess the thoughts that went in my mind after getting over the shock and of the total disgraceful attitude they had throughout this was they've lost their humanity. They have no regard for America's people. America, the normal lives of Americans that have been through hell. They have no regard for the American values and what we believe in and what we all strive for. I didn't see that. I saw a foreign body sitting there in the Congress seats. I didn't recognize them. It's like they are from another universe, from another planet. They've totally changed. I always hear it's Trump that wrecked their brains. If it wasn't for Trump, all of us would be fine. Why? Because change is actually happening. I wrote that on my Facebook, and people were like, "Oh, what do you mean a disruptor?" Well, I should have just said I wanted real change. As most people have wanted, the majority of people have wanted change for decades, and they weren't getting it, because hope and change of Obama didn't happen. He did the same as anybody else, any of the other presidents. But Trump is trying to really change the trajectory that has been going downhill quickly, and is trying to turn it around for us. And he cares. And this is evident by how he remembers these people who have talked to him. This is not the first time, but this is an example. So I wanted to share that with you. I'm not going to spend too much time on the negative part, because it's not worth it. Now, that doesn't mean I agree with everything on Trump. I don't agree with deregulating everything. I don't agree with the AI, enhancing and going wild with AI. I don't agree with I can't think of other things right now, but those two came to my mind. But Trump is still working on peace. He wants peace. And I will get into that in my next video. I wanted to share that with you. One other thing I wanted to add was this. Complete and total destruction of the Democrat Party was delivered tonight by the President-in-Chief Donald J. Trump. The Democrats are looking for a rat hole or rocks to crawl under. Boy, did they make an ass of themselves tonight. So this is a Quinnipiac University poll, but that was February 19th. So it wasn't even a new one. On February 19th, approval for Democrats in Congress was 68% disapproval and only 21% approval. So it tells you the Democrats are going the wrong direction. And last night, they've gone off the deep end. As I said, I don't recognize them. I don't know who they are anymore. So I'm going to end this video for now. If you want to add any comments below, please do so. Thanks for watching. Please follow my channel. Like my videos if you like them. Share my channel, share my videos. Until next time.